As we mentioned in yesterday's episode, if you are somebody that gets shut down when you start to feel stressed, when you start to feel overwhelmed, that unfortunately is a recipe for disaster when it comes to success. We're going to talk about that today.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Some people do not resonate with that.
Next Level Nation, I do not resonate with that. Today, for episode number 2227, your reaction to overwhelm is affecting your success, part 2. So we didn't add any value, in my humble opinion, in the first episode. Not as much value as we wanted. Fair. And Alan will say, well, it's an asymptote. You can actually never add the right amount, the amount of value you want because it's never ending. I'd say fair as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we added value.
I think we added value, not as much though.
Not as much as we aspired to.
I want to give a good, tangible takeaway for somebody out there.
Have you ever done an episode where you added as much value as you aspired to?
Oh, so many times.
Really? I never hit the mark, man.
Well, we are different humans.
Aim high and miss repeatedly.
Yeah, I like to aim low and connect. Not saying I hit a home run every time, but let me connect. Let me just hit the ball.
That's what it is. I'm going for a grand slam and I hit a base hit. You're going for a bunt and you hit a base hit. You get to feel good about it.
I might rip a double every once in a while. All right, before we go off the rails. Okay, so if you didn't listen to yesterday's episode, we were talking about how there are several different responses to trauma responses. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And today we're talking about just shutting down. So I am somebody who... I am unbelievably overwhelmed right now in this moment. I literally told Alan, I said, I'm either going to have to stay up late tonight and live in WhatsApp because we have launches going tomorrow that I need to be a part of, or I'm just going to have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, come in the office and see what's what, and then go to the gym and just start my day early. But I am somebody who likes to shut down. I won't even say I like to. It feels necessary. It feels... Okay, what is it? Describe to me what it feels like for you when you get overwhelmed. Like, what does it feel like you need to do? What is a necessity for you when you start to get overwhelmed?
Figure out how to hit the target, or that. Figure out what to get rid of. I do agree that you got to get stuff off the boat. If the boat's sinking, you gotta take away some stuff.
Yeah.
Get some shit off the boat. It's how do I not lower the target? I think that's what it is. I really do. So, for example, and I want to share this with everybody listening, you don't have to do anything. You could just lose the client.
For sure.
I mean, you shouldn't. Please don't.
I will not.
But you don't have to do anything. You could just not, you just lay down all day tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. And if you want to be the CSO of this company, then you have to XYZ. I think it's important for everyone to realize that overwhelm is usually by choice. It's predicated on a goal, or it's predicated on a hole that you've dug that you cannot dig out of.
I saw a quote the other day. It was something along the lines of, what a privilege it is to be overwhelmed in the pursuit of your dreams or something.
Oh, yeah. The best.
Like, that is...
I resonate so much with that. Do you?
More than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, man, when you
I feel so privileged that this pressure is by
design.
Yeah, that's such a good problem to have. Like, these are not real problems. You don't have to succeed with that client. You could just lose the client.
Yeah, but to me,
it's a terrible idea, and we lose our fucking goals if you do.
I feel like that's more of a real problem than some of my real problems in my mind. You know?
That's because you're tied to the goals.
Yeah. Yeah. My natural, when I start to get overwhelmed, it literally like...
I can tell you seem unfulfilled. When I saw you tonight, you're frustrated, and you're like shut down and you're unfulfilled. It's just too much.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's also, it's at the end of a long day and I've been just crushing stuff. Like, today was a really productive day. I got so much done. It was great.
Nice. But it's almost like you feel a little bit defeated. It's not bad. It's just an energy of like...
Yeah.
It's like you said, Groundhog Day. I'm just going to wake up tomorrow and try to get through the day, You can only do that for so long before you get really depressed.
I think that defeated is a spectrum. So that's why,
for sure,
I need to aim. Right now, there's just... I wrote a little song the other day, and it was literally about the pressure of success. Like I loved this is awesome.
I heard it.
This is great. I appreciate it. This is great.
I'm
and
grateful to hear a rap that's about something of meaning. That's
what I tend to do, right? When I have the 2 hours available to me on a Friday evening when my wife is away, I was like, I'm going to do a little writing tonight. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have a good.
That's what Kev used to do every time he was in a dark place. Based on your Facebook memories.
I used to write so much. That was my escape. Yeah, that was my escape. That
was the way you cope. That was the way you express.
I had a moment. When was it? A couple days ago. Dude, when is the last time you went to the gym twice in a day?
Oh, dude.
Remember that?
It's been years.
Had this
even the idea of that is just.
I had
my
this
brain said that's
longing.
dumb.
I know, but I had this longing of like, dude.
I know. That's a good point. It's a great point.
I used to get overwhelmed or super inspired, and I would literally, when I used to live with my mom and
say,
me,
screw it, let's go.
I would go downstairs and they'd be like, where are you going? I'd be like, going to the gym again. Like, you just got back 3 hours ago. I don't care. I'm going to the gym. It was the best.
Yeah,
it was the absolute best.
Doesn't that sound so far-fetched now?
It seems impossible.
No way.
It seems impossible.
No way. I told Emilia recently the hour a day is like sort of fucking crazy, honestly. Yeah. Emilia and I have done an hour a day every day for the last 3 or 4 months. Before that, it was 45 minutes. Before that, it was a half hour. We're coming up on 3.7 years of not missing a day of exercise. And 30 minutes was pretty easy. It wasn't that bad. An hour is fucking crazy. Dude, it's kind of fucking crazy. And I love it, but I talked to her. I said, Emilia, we can't go any more than this. Like,
what's
no
harder?
matter what, like, we need to hard stop this.
I'm guessing the cardio is probably harder than the gym.
No,
because you're already there.
HIIT is the hardest.
Let me say,
is the hardest.
Going to the gym versus walking around the neighborhood. What's harder?
Going to the gym, logistically.
Yeah, because you got to drive.
Because you got to drive and everything. Yeah, and after a long day, if you missed in the morning. So if we miss in the morning, we have to go in the evening.
Yeah.
And you can't miss in the evening. We've never missed. Like, we've never gone to bed without exercising within that waking bed period. And that's one of those habits that I'm still hanging on to for dear life. That I just like NLU, we've never missed an episode. Yeah. We did weekly, then twice a week, then 3 times a week, then 4 times. Then we went from 3 to 5 and 5 to 7. This is one of those just hang on for dear life and do not miss. Don't break the streak. Yeah. And the Next Level sales system I broke. Got me. Broke it. 150 days in a row, and I broke it. I couldn't do it. Now, I also tweaked it. So 2.0 sales system, if anyone wants it. Coaching clients, if you want the new one, reach out. And it's much more strategic now, and it's also much more manageable. I was doing 35 touches a day every day, plus the hour workout, plus everything else I do. It's just, I mean, I was hanging on for dear life for that streak.
Yeah.
Overwhelm. Back to the overwhelm piece.
Yeah.
I talked to Emilia and I said, sweetheart, we cannot go more than an hour. I know we can physically. We shouldn't. And when we have children, we definitely shouldn't, because I can't go back. There's something about me that won't go back. I just don't like going backwards. I can't stand it. You and I were just talking about that off air, is like, I have a certain goal I'm trying to hit. I can't lower the target because I'd rather just get better. But here's the thing, and this is something that I really hope lands for people. When you set a goal to run a marathon, or to start a podcast, or to start a business, or to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, whatever goal it is, when you set the goal, it's usually when you have time and space. You and I are both overwhelmed as hell right now. Straight up, very overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. If 10 is we're going to burst, we're at 9 for sure, headed to 10. And I can feel it all over us. It is what it is. I have a client in 7 minutes ago. Which I already messaged him saying 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. The point that I'm making, though, that's a perfect example. Mm-hmm. I have a client 7 minutes ago. When you set a goal, it's usually when you're New Year's resolutions, you're reflecting on the previous year, you have time and space, it's a weekend, you've got a couple hours of reflection.
Or the goal is sexy. Dude, I'm telling you, that's what, when the goal is sexy, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. And then that it wears off and it's like, oh, okay, I got to do this again today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Yeah.
That's where it gets rough.
But when you set the goal and you have space, so let's say we're all a cup. The cup is 2/3 full, and full means you're at capacity. The top of the cup is capacity. Now, the cool thing in this metaphor is the cup grows. Unfortunately, you pouring more water in the cup grows faster than the cup, and that's how you stay overwhelmed constantly.
Yeah.
Next level, next level, next level, next level, next level. When you set the goal, you're 2/3 full. You're like, I got some space. And back when you were going to the gym twice a day, me too, we had space.
I miss it.
The idea of going back to 2 times a day, it's crazy. No way, dude. Emilia and I are trying to do 4 days a week, every other cardio. So 7 days a week of exercise, every other is cardio. Sometimes it's like, sweetheart, we've only went to the gym 2 fucking times this week. Like, we still need a HIIT training and we still need another weight training. So we have to back here. It is really tough when you're working till 8 every night. And 8 is the minimum. It's been longer than that. So now, but here's the thing. Think about this. No one can feel bad for me. This is all by choice.
Yeah.
I could easily just break the streak. That ain't me. So when you set the goal, you have a third left. But then life happens. It was her grandmother's birthday. Her grandmother and her have birthdays in the same part of the month. So they got together. Awesome. Loved it. Saw Mimi. Loved Mimi. Oh, there goes a couple hours. Where am I going to fit this, and this? And this is the thing that I want to share with everybody is like, when you have goals, your relationships will always suffer. Unless those relationships have the same goals. And you cannot set a goal, without it increasing your overwhelm.
Man. All right, so let me give some tactics, some tangibilities, tangibles.
How have you survived all this? That's what this comes down to, is like, for someone else who shuts down, how did you get through this?
I think you have to have a coach because you won't naturally keep the pace. I won't naturally, like I would slow down. Most people don't admit that. They're like, well, no, I don't need anybody. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe you don't. Most people do. I do, for sure. I definitely
would slow down without Emilia, for sure.
I think you need somebody that is nipping at your ass a little bit. I think that's why entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Because tomorrow when I wake up, or tonight when I decide, I don't even know what time I'm going to go to bed. I might stay up till midnight to make this. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I don't know. But nobody, if it was just me, there's nobody looking over. And I don't really consider you looking over, but I do, right? Like,
I would recognize when you're slipping. I always do.
Right.
And vice versa. I
think that's a piece. Is without accountability.
Is when I'm slipping, you kind of like it.
I do.
Because it gives you a breath of fresh air.
I do. Or I think it humanizes you to me. Like the fact that you fucked up the sales system in my mind is like, holy shit, he's actually a human being. He's not a robot.
Bothered me so much.
I can imagine. And I'm not celebrating that. I don't want it to be.
I know. But it does,
It's like, oh my goodness, there is some level of fallibility in this human being. Oh my goodness.
For sure. Of course.
I think, one, you need necessity and you need accountability. I'll say accountability. Overwhelm is necessity. And I think you need to... This is what works for me. I went to Alan and I said, dude, I need permission in advance to treat everything I have going on with clients as like coaching calls, and I'm blocking my calendar and nothing can get booked over. Nothing. Now, NLU obviously will find a way, but that has helped me tremendously because now what's really hard for me is to compartmentalize. I'm thinking of this client right now. I will not hit flow. This is not going to be an enjoyable episode for me, really, because I'm thinking, have they messaged me? Have they messaged me? Are they waiting on me? And when I have space in my day, things don't pile up as much. I'm still overwhelmed, but there's not a pile up. There's not traffic building. The weight is still heavy, but there's not more weight getting added on. And for me, making space. Now, again, I have the privilege of making my own schedule. I can go to the gym when I want. I can do all that. I can wake up when I want, all that. If you're out there and you don't have that yet, I don't know if I have a good advice. Other than stop saying yes to stuff that is like, I kind of enjoy it. It might be the season to get rid of that shit for a little bit.
Yeah, the principle applies to everyone. We'll go after this, but you have to throw things overboard. Yeah. I had to throw out the old sales system because I couldn't sustain it, and I had to redesign it, and now it's only 25 touches a day instead of 35 because I just couldn't do it. Well, here's the truth. I could have done it, but I can't do it and everything else. And. So I had to choose. You have to be very discerning. Goals force you to be very discerning. I told Emilia I would love to go on the hike with you and Mimi. Mimi asked. And I said, no, I got to go. Thank you so much. We had tea. We hung out. All good. But no, my goals held me accountable to doing things that I normally wouldn't have. And I would have easily just loved to go on a hike with them. Yeah. And we went to the gym after that. So Emilia, I asked her, like, are you going to hike and then also go to the gym? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's nuts. Sure. I mean, okay. It's a great workout. But at the end of the day, you have to be super discerning. And that's why I always recommend having 3 goals at a time, because if you have more than 3 priorities, more than 3 goals, more than 3 most important metrics, you're basically just going to burn to the ground completely.
Speaking of burning to the ground, you hear the fire trucks driving by my home right now, so hopefully everybody's okay out there and nobody's burning to the ground out there. Okay, what is the takeaway? My apologies for the loudness. What is the takeaway? Throw shit overboard. Part 1. Part 2, you got to be very honest with what matters the most, right? There's very few things that actually can matter at this point.
Yeah.
I can't be... I wrapped because it was like 7 o'clock on a Friday and Taryn left and I was like, I want to do something that fills my cup. I don't want to just watch TV. Mm-hmm. And I was feeling it. Definitely filled me up. It was great. That helped me with Overwhelm. That's the other thing too. Last thing, and then we'll go. Sometimes taking action and doing something that requires effort actually helps you with Overwhelm if it fulfills you.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. All right. Book club is every Saturday at 12:30 Eastern Time. Next Level Nation, a private Facebook group of amazing humans like you trying to get to the next level. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are as committed as you say you are to getting to the next level, make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will be here to help you get there.
Keep reaching for your full potential. Next Level Nation.